Hi, I'm attorney Gary Nutskin. I'm an attorney here with Credit Repair Lawyers of America. In this short video, I'd like to discuss the 5 major sections of every credit report. The first section is your header information. It contains information such as your name, your current and previous addresses, maybe your partial social security number, and every so often, you might even find places of employment. The next section is called Public Records, and it's just as the name implies. These include things such as judgments, liens, and bankruptcies. This area can get a little bit tricky because judgments rarely contain enough information about a consumer so that it relates to the proper consumer. For example, if there are 2 people with a similar name that live in the same town, say Joe Smith that lives in Detroit, if there's 2 of them, and one has negative credit information on his credit report, it can actually get put onto the other Joe Smith's credit report. And this is especially true with judgments. The next section is collection items. This is also a tricky section. And again, it's, as the name implies, collection items against you. Debt collectors can sometimes do a few nasty things on your credit report that you should be aware of. First is they can add fees and costs to your debt that you don't actually owe. And under the law, it's illegal not only under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, but the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. The other thing that they can sometimes do, and it happens, it's called re-aging. A negative item can only stay on your credit report for up to 7 years from the date of first delinquency. But sometimes debt buyers, and they're notorious for doing this, will re-age the debt so it stays on your credit report for even longer than 7 years. Why? Because the longer it's on your credit report, the better chance they have of collecting that item from you. The third, and a very important section, maybe the most, are called Tradelines. This is what each of your current and former creditors are reporting about you to other creditors. This is where they talk about whether you make payments on time, and if you were late, how often you were late, when you were late, whether a debt was sold or canceled, or whether it was charged off. Keep a particularly sharp eye on trade lines because creditors do make mistakes. From my personal experience, American Express reported me as late once when I made my payment in full to them and on time, as I had done every month. I actually had to download the check from my bank and send it into American Express to prove to them that I was not late. Finally, the last section on your credit report is called credit pulls. This is a list of every creditor or would-be creditor who has pulled your credit report in the past 2 years. There's a common misconception regarding auto loans. As you know, if you go into an auto dealership, the dealer is going to take your application and pull your credit report. That's expected. What a lot of people don't expect is that that same dealer is going to shop your credit report with several other banks, and they're going to pull your credit report as well. Don't worry about it. You only get penalized once for one credit pull. And maybe penalized is not the right word, but it does ding your credit report or your credit score just a little bit. But it's only one ding. And you get as many of these auto loan dings as you want in a 30-day period. So if you decide to go from dealer to dealer to dealer in a 30-day period, it only counts as one ding against your credit score. Well, there you have it. Those are the 5 sections of your credit report. There's one more thing you should know. Under the law, it's your job to make sure that all the information on your credit report is accurate. And just because it's inaccurate doesn't mean anyone has broken the law. Take a look at your credit report, pull it once a year, at least once a year, and make sure everything on it is accurate. And if there's anything on it that's not accurate, call us at Credit Repair Lawyers of America for a free, no obligation consultation. The call is free and the advice is priceless. Thank you very much. We look forward to hearing from you.